Obviously, there's some interesting stuff going on in the back, but there's a cat, so maybe the cat's watching? I'm sure the cat's just cheering them on, just like, go, go, go! Alright, guess it's time to show everybody all the bad decisions I made this month. Hello all of my otaku friends, my name is Prophet Taku, and welcome back to my channel for this December manga haul. It's the start of the new year, you could say new year, new me, but we all know that ain't gonna happen when it comes to manga buying. But before we get into the new year, we're gonna go over my last manga haul of 2022. We have reprints, we have Righstuf winter sale stuff, and we have a used manga set I never thought I would find. Stay tuned. So most manga hauls save the best for last, but I'm not going to make you suffer in this video, so we're going to go over the very best right now. So let me preface this set with the story. I'm driving back down to Central California from Northern California from my brother's house. I need to stop for lunch somewhere. I look up on my phone, I go, oh, I should just stop in this small town called Livermore. And in downtown Livermore, there's this comic book shop with a 4.7 rating online. I was like, you know what? Let me just go in and take a look around. And that was one of the best decisions I'd ever made in my manga collecting career, because I found an almost complete set of Ranma 1/2 by Rumiko Takahashi. So for those of you who don't know, this gender bender martial arts shonen series back in the 90s by Takahashi is actually pretty hard to find right now, pretty out of stock. And the specific volumes that are out of stock are pretty across the board, but mainly these last 5-6 volumes are really hard to find. So of course, when I saw this on the shelf, I had to pick it up. This is the Rumiko Takahashi series. I've wanted to get the most out of all of them. I'm just so glad I found it at a great price and great condition. So it's almost complete. I'm actually missing 2 omnibuses, the very first omnibus and the third omnibus. Omnibus 1 just got reprinted last week. I put my order in at Righstuf, and Omnibus 3 is actually getting reprinted next week, and then I will have a complete set. I'm super excited. So the other big set that I got this month was from the Righstuf winter sale. I was super on the fence about this, and then I went on Instagram. I asked people if I should grab it. They said yes. I decided to bite the bullet, and I'm so glad that I did, because now looking back at it, I know I wanted to read it eventually, and I would have just regretted if I just didn't pick it up at that great price. And we have Banana Fish volumes 1 to 19. So from my knowledge, Banana Fish follows a person trying to discover this drug banana fish in the gangs of New York in the 80s. Super dark thriller, but it is shoujo, so I'm sure there's some romance in here. Very different take on a shoujo series. Honestly, I just wasn't expecting this would be something I would pick up. I also heard that this was a pretty dense read, something that I just have to be in the mood for, so it may not be something I read right now, but I definitely want to get onto this year. So I'm just so glad to have picked this up for such a great price, because it was pretty hard to find for quite a long time. For a couple years, not only did we see a reprint from Shoujo Beat, but then they put it on the winter sale, which really just blew my mind. So this next section of the manga haul is called Reprint Corner. All the things that I just got reprinted that I'm going to show you guys, and then you're going to get a bad case of FOMO, and then you're going to go ahead and pick it up yourself. First up here is the Elusive Volume 4 of Emma from Yen Press. This completes my set along with many other people's. I'm just so happy that Yen Press decided to reprint this. A beautiful hardcover edition, a fantastic mangaka, very cool Victorian era story. I cannot wait to read this, probably in February. Next up are more reprints of Yona of the Dawn. I have volumes 13, 15, and 21 to 25. I only have like 4 more volumes that I need to grab, including the Elusive Volume 7. So those should be getting reprinted in January. If you're looking to grab this series, this is a perfect time to do it before it goes out of stock again. Last up here in Reprint Corner is Yu Yu Hakusho. I have volumes 5, 6, 9, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's more of the back half of the series. I have volumes 2 and 4 coming. So that means that I can get started with this series. These prints right here that I have in my hand are the American prints. They're not the Italy prints like my volumes 1 and 3. Kind of disappointing, but it's okay. At least we're getting these reprints. It's a fantastic series by the creator of Hunter x Hunter. Battle Shonen isn't my favorite thing in the world, but I do want to pick this up because I've only heard great things about it, so I'll definitely give this one a chance. This next section are all manga that I got sent to me from different publishers, just either as a thank you or for review purposes. First up, under the Shoujo Beat label, we have Rainbow Days Volume 1, published by Viz Media. I just did a first impressions on this. I highly recommend you check it out. I'll leave a card in the upper right hand corner. Next up here are a stack of Volume 1 sent to me from Yen Press. Very thankful, very grateful. Thank you to Yen Press for continuing to support the channel. And we have have Shy Volume 1, The World's Strongest Rearguard Volume 1, From the Red Fog Volume 1, So What's Wrong with Being Reborn as a Goblin Volume 1, Mon's Taboo Volume 1, and the Manhwa the Boxer. So the 3 that I'm super excited to get into is From the Red Fog, a mystery thriller. I heard really great things about this one. So What's Wrong with Being Reborn as a Goblin? I mean, come on, a goblin reincarnation? That sounds amazing. And Shy Volume 1, this is about the superhero from Japan who teams up with other superheroes from around the world to keep the peace and stop World War III from happening. But super excited for these, cannot wait to read them. So this next section here are all the oversized volumes that I picked up, either pre-orders sent to me or just things that I picked up along the way. First up, we have a new volume 1 here, Coffee Moon, published by Yen Press. A very interesting dark thriller manga about a girl who basically lives through Groundhog's Day. She keeps reliving her birthday over and over again. Really unique. I just total cover buy, and Coffee Moon is the name of this. I mean, it just seems super weird, so just because of that I had to pick it up. Next up is Alice in Borderland Omnibus 4. Of course, season 2 of the drama just got released to very high acclaim. I've been absolutely loving this thriller death game series. I didn't think I was gonna like it because it was from the same mangaka who did Zom 100, and we all know how I feel about Zom 100. But I've been thoroughly enjoying this. I cannot wait to read this because I heard that this finishes the Hotel Beach arc, so super excited. Next up here is a new volume 1 from the same creator as Haru's Curse. We have Yakuza Fiance. I've been hearing a lot of great things about this romance thriller series. This is the Kinokuniya edition. This was part of that big vlog that I did, so I highly recommend you check out that video. It was super fun, but I'm super glad to have this in my hands. Cannot wait to read it. Here we are with Inside Mari Volume 9 by Shuzo Oshimi. This finishes the set from Dempa. Thank goodness we finally got this after like almost a year of waiting. So this is definitely one that I want to read. I heard that this is a lot of people's Shuzo Oshimi dark horse, just like one that's super underrated that they really like. I enjoyed Flowers of Evil. Blood on the Tracks is definitely my favorite, so I'm hoping that this one passes Flowers of Evil. And for those of you who don't know, this is a really dark body swap manga. Up next is Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting Volume 4 from Kaiten Books, one of my favorite new releases that continues to come out. I absolutely love this series. Think Way of the House Husband with like cute children and babysitting and teaching. This girl is best girl. I mean, she's just absolutely adorable. We have to protect her. Love this series. Next up is a Volume 2 coming off of a very strong Volume 1 from the same mangaka who did After the Rain. We have Kowloon Generic Romance. Yes, it's still sealed. I haven't opened it up yet. I can't wait to read this. Volume 1 ended on a crazy cliffhanger. I can't wait to see how this world just explodes in this volume. Next up here is Whisper Me, a Love Song Volume 6, a great music Yuri manga. I've really been enjoying this. I did a Volume 1 first impressions of this. I think the artwork is absolutely phenomenal. I'm not necessarily a big enjoyer of Yuri series, but this one I really like. Here we go with Heterolinguistico Volume 4. I picked up the first 3 volumes from the summer sale, so I decided to go ahead and continue to pick these up as they release. I have not read this yet. This is a cave exploratory manga where they're learning about languages and cultures of different monsters. Seems really interesting. The art seems super cute, but I'm going to stop at Volume 4. I'm going to go ahead and read what I have, see if I actually like it. If not, I'll go ahead and sell it off. Now here we are with the new manga that I know nobody is picking up, and that is from A Blaze Publications, and that is Blitz Volume 1. This is a battle shonen manga that basically follows a boy who wants to be in the chess club to get with a girl. It's got a very similar vibe to Kakaguri, except the stakes aren't as high. It's not nearly as dark. It's definitely more playful. Think like a Shonen Jump type of thing. But yeah, I wanted to try it out because I love chess. I think chess is a very interesting game. I played chess a lot as a kid, so hopefully this fulfills that urge that I want. Next up is a sports series, Run on Your New Legs Volume 3. It's a 5-volume series from Yen Press, so we're almost done with this, about halfway through, but I absolutely love this series. I love that we're looking at disabilities in a new life. We're looking at the prosthetics and how those work. We're seeing a coming of age redemption story with this boy here in the main character. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a short sports series. It's isekai time. We have Uncle from Another World Volume 2. I'm slowly picking these up, so now I have Volumes 1 and 2. I will go ahead and read this. I heard this is really funny. Lots of references to 90s culture, so as a 90s baby, right up my alley. And for those of you who don't know, this is about an uncle who comes back from this alternate fantasy world 17 years later, and he's like trying to get acclimated to the 21st century with all the new technology. Here we are with one of my favorite ongoing series, The Masterful Cat is Depressed Again Today, Volume 5. Absolutely hilarious. I love everything about this manga is super close to being in my top 10, to be honest with you. And my favorite thing is the cat character. He is absolutely funny. Definitely one of my top 10 favorite characters in all of manga. If you like cats, pick this up. If you don't like cats, still pick it up, because I think this is peak 4-coma comedy. You don't want to miss out on this one. Next up is Blue Lock Volume 4. Of course, with the World Cup coming out, everybody was talking about this, so I'm not going to talk about this one. Just go get it. And here is one of my most highly anticipated releases from December. We have Meisani Koku Volume 10 in these collector's editions by Rumiko Takahashi. This completes her famous rom-com series. I can't wait to see how this one ends. I absolutely love Meisani Koku. It's what made me fall in love with Rumiko Takahashi. I have a whole video about her and other female mangakas on my channel. I'll leave a little card. Highly recommend you check that out. Alright, moving on to some of the smaller manga here. We have Mission Yozakura Family Volume 2 Shonen Jump series. I don't like Shonen Jump that much, but I really enjoyed Volume 1. Love the cast of characters. Can't wait to see what Volume 2 gives us. Next up here is My Cute Little Kitten Volume 1. This is a brand new girls love series. Obviously, there's some interesting stuff going on in the back, but there's a cat, so maybe the cat's watching? I'm sure the cat's just cheering them on, just like, go, go, go. Okay, I'll stop. This video's getting out of hand. Next up here is Fire Force Volume 30. We are almost done with this series at 34 volumes. We're in the final arc. Love Fire Force. Underrated shonen series. Highly recommend you get into this one because the world is just super, super unique. Here we go with Kimono Jihen Volume 3. A lot of people dropped this series. They said it was really basic, but for me, I like it. It gives me vibes of Bungo Stray Dogs, but I just like the characters a lot with the cast of kids. I think that they work well together, and their chemistry is what makes me continue to pick up this series. Next up here is a manga from Square Enix. We have The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses Volume 1. You know, I could kind of look like this too if I take my glasses. See, look, I can't see anything. It's a rom-com about a girl who forgets her glasses. I mean, what more do you have to say? I can't even believe that there's a romance behind here, because if I forgot my glasses, I'd just basically be curled up in the fetal position in the corner of my room all day. Another rom-com series that I picked up is Miss Miyazan Would Love to Get Closer to You Volume 1. This follows a delinquent boy who tries to become friends with this girl right here, who's kind of a goody two-shoes girl. Of course, they live in very two opposite worlds, so they're just trying to find some way to connect to each other. So it seems super, super cute. This was half off at Books A Million on their one-day sale, so I just decided to just grab a copy. Another Shonen Jump series that I'm thoroughly enjoying is Sakamoto Days Volume 5. Another Shonen Jump series that a lot of people dropped because it just was a standard Shonen Jump thing, but I think what makes this one work, and Mission Yozakura Family, is that they're just so out there. They're super funny, super like woo, and I like my Shonen Jump Battle Shonen series to be like that, which is why I like Sakamoto Days. Next up is Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid Volume 6. This completes the series for me, so I now have all 12 volumes. Great series. Kyoto Animations did the anime for this, so it very much got boosted in popularity. Definitely can't wait to read this one. This is by the same mangaka who did the I Dead and Deities No Only Piece. Next up is a 4-volume series that I got in a trade, believe it or not. I don't do a lot of trades, but for this trade, totally worth it, and that is Our Dreams at Dusk. This is a critically acclaimed LGBTQ plus series about a coming of age, accepting yourself type of thing. This is from the same mangaka who did Shonen Note Boy Soprano, a music manga I absolutely loved, so I wanted to check out this mangaka's other work, and of course, because this one's even higher rated than that one, cannot wait to get into this series. Shonen Jump time, we have Black Clover Volume 31. Love Black Clover, love the magic system, love the characters. It's a lot of fun. One of my favorite Shonen Jump series that I've read. Rom-com time, we have Kaguya-sama Love is War Volume 24. We are just about to get into this final arc. I cannot wait. This series just ended in Japan. Super sad. This is one of my first rom-com series that I ever read back in 2019, and I've been keeping up to date with it ever since. But yes, this is phenomenal. Lots of fun. And last but not least, we have 3 different unique things in the manga haul. We have Vivi Prototype Light Novel Volume 2 from 7 Seas. This is based off of the anime original series, so super excited to continue to collect this one. We have Afro Samurai by Takahashi Okazaki Volume 1. It's a 2-volume series from Titan Manga. It's very similar to a graphic novel format, but it is black and white with hits of red in there. I don't know anything about this series, but I do think that this release is super weird. It's like a graphic novel format. It reads left to right, but with it being super thin and only 2 volumes, I just don't understand why they didn't put this in an omnibus. I just feel like this was a cash grab. And the very last thing I got is a hardcover. We have Berserk hardcover volume 12. We're almost up to date with these hardcovers. I haven't read Berserk yet. My goal this year is to read Berserk in 2023. Maybe not right now, but definitely maybe in the summer. Go ahead and start it. I just need to see what the hype is about and see if I actually would like this dark fantasy series. And that is it for my manga haul for December 2022. Once the things start rolling in from the Righstuf winter sale in the beginning of this 2023, I'm definitely going to take my foot off the pedal. Not going to be buying as much, going to be reading a lot. I read 670 volumes in 2022, which is absolutely incredible. I'm getting through a lot of my TBR, so I'm hoping this year I can get to 700 volumes read in the year. As always, if you enjoy my videos, please hit that like button, tap the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you know when more of my videos come out, and I will see you in the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye.